Greetings, listeners. I'm your host and GM for the evening, Zach Barrett, and welcome to this Twisted Goose Studios production of Spacers, our Starfinder actual playcast. If you've been following our Call of Cthulhu show, you'll know that we have started up a Ko-fi campaign. On the main website, you can find a link to our Ko-fi page and donate us a coffee or two for my late night editing sessions. It also helps to cover our fees for getting these shows to you, so it is greatly appreciated. A huge thank you to everyone who's donated so far, and we're looking at ways to show our thanks to everyone for the help. Possibly merch or other similar ideas? Let us know on our socials what sort of things that you'd like us to look into. But for now, last we left the crew is finally back together. Before they can get acquainted with where each of them are at, the egg must first be hatched. However, members of the Seven have already begun arriving on Kairos Prime.
So you guys have just landed nicely on Kairos Prime, which is the first time any of you landed nicely on Kairos Prime. However, shortly after landing, you've run into Tim, whom is the halfling, whom seems to have a decent length beard, tattered clothes, and was being chased by 3 Shadow Panthers. And then shortly after the Shadow Panthers' arrival, a Yosoki has dropped out of a tree with a laser rifle and stated, "Yes, Tim, don't forget to tell you that you were the bait." And now standing before you is Flinch. Go.
What happened to you guys?
What happened to you?
Oh, thanks. I know I look fantabulous, but you know. He starts like grooming his top puffed.
Yeah.
No, but like. Now, out of game. Who's young?
I was just about to tell you, the only one who looks familiar to you, like the way you last remember them, is Laurel.
Okay.
Well, and Cliptic still looks...
Cliptic looks familiar, but like a lot of the stretched, like chitinous skin is kind of like smoothened out, and they look a bit younger. Diantha has 2 biological arms and no mechanical arm, and no burn scars to see at all, and just looks fairer skinned, and then poking from behind her back are these 2 small 3-fingered hands and these big ears, big eyes, and small everything else.
Ow, you're scratching. Stop it. Ow.
You forgot to cut my nails.
I reiterate.
Oh, also, Farah Argus is there, and last time you saw her, she was a corpse being shot in space.
Yeah. I reiterate. What happened to you guys? And you're dead. And the face's face is normal. Laurel, looking good as always. And Cliptic, moisturizer does wonders.
Why didn't I get a compliment?
I did. The face's faces, you know, your face, but it's.
let's move and talk. We're gonna go shoot Jovek, right? Jovek? I said Jovek.
He's dead.
No, okay, so there's time stuff happening, is what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
So when we left the planet, we went back in time. And we went back in time. So I pull out the time walnut from my pocket. You have one of these?
Now, I want you to very quickly roll me a perception check,
We
Laurel.
went back in time, but also forwards in time. Right?
We went back to the future.
Ooh, natural 20.
Natural 20?
yeah, cool.
As soon as you pull out the time walnut and be like, yeah, so like we had one of the... You remember that there was 2, and that Flinch grabbed the second one, and now that you see the walnut up in front of you between you and Flinch, his mechanical eye seems to look oddly similar to the stone you're holding.
Oh. I guess if I lose another eye, I guess that could work.
Wait a minute. You have one. And I look down at Tim.
And I point at my mechanical eye. Yeah, it's right here.
I look down at Tim. But you don't.
No, I've got both my eyes.
Yeah.
But you're not younger, are you?
Don't insult the man. I know we've been here a while, but
No.
God.
You haven't been...
I'm feeling the age of time a little bit.
No, do you feel 10 years younger than what you're supposed to be?
Well, it depends on the day, really. If you know what I'm saying.
Game night.
And they high five.
Wait,
Depends on the pipe weed, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I
There's some
don't.
great plants down here.
how long have you been here?
Time, huh?
Oh,
And he starts. Tim's doing the same thing, but Flinch is sort of like putting his finger up in the air.
counting ticks in the air.
I think we stopped counting after 2 years.
That sounds a little low. but
Years?
yes.
I think, yeah, but that was a while ago.
That's just been a little bit.
That's before we found those plants, yeah.
Oh, the pipe
It's been
weed here.
it's been more than 2 years.
Oh, well, we stopped counting at 2.
We weren't even gone like a couple weeks, I wouldn't even say.
I was gonna say 1 week.
Well, you've been gone for quite a while, at least 2 years, maybe even longer.
Wait. Where's Greg? And don't tell me that baby is Greg.
I'll
And
hold
at
the baby
this
up.
point, you go to take Greg out, and Greg actually pulls himself out of Bjorn and jumps and launches
Roll me a
himself.
jump skill check.
Uh-oh.
If it's a fail, I'm definitely getting acrobatics roll in.
So that's
Okay.
acrobatics, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled a 7 on the dice. So +4 is my modifier.
If you would like Flinch, you can roll acrobatics.
To get out of
Yeah,
the way?
you have a
or to-
sprawl.
No, so
catch
the
the
baby
baby.
launches, and there's like 10 feet between
Yeah.
Flinch and the rest of the group, and the baby is not going to clear 10 feet.
Yeah.
Not with an 11.
Yeah,
Surprisingly, no.
I figured before.
I'm just
the roll.
imagining like slow motion. He's just got his arms and legs spread out, and he's coming at him like a bat or a flying squirrel. Or something.
29.
Yes.
So you guys watch as Greg gets himself up on Diantha's shoulder and launches, and it goes slow-mo for a second, and some of you swear you can hear, I believe I can fly. and then the baby is suddenly, the arc looks majestic. Oh shit, is that arc ending early? And as the baby goes down between the two groups, Flinch kind of just steps forward and just catches.
And then I take Greg and just flip it up behind my neck. And put it there. Is that Greg?
That's Greg.
So if you don't have
Immediately
one of
falls
these
asleep.
things and you leave the planet, then you get younger. But not as much younger as where you go, because time is confusing.
Can I stop you for a second, Laura? Clippy,
Yes.
sides me up.
What?
Explain what happened. Laurel has explained it okay, but I mean, I need some sides here.
I'm now like kind of just looking at the time walnut and comparing it with his eye and just like trying to be like, but
So
how do you see out of a walnut?
it seems that we left the planet, you came back to this planet. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Those who left, who wasn't holding the time walnut, as we've been calling it,
The time walnut.
don't ask.
You guys.
Well, actually, we call it an egg and state amygdaloid, but they've gone to calling it a time walnut.
Who are you?
Farrah Argus.
But not-
Farrah
You're dead.
No,
different
this is
era.
so if you change the past, then you get a new future. So this is a Farah from not our future.
That Jovac didn't like cut in half.
Yeah.
Oof. Is that what happened to me in your timeline?
Oh yeah, it was brutal. Oh my god.
I mean,
They
you
were
got,
so upset I was making jokes right away. Sorry.
That
you
sounds
got some good
about right.
stabs
know
in. It
that.
was pretty. It was a good fight.
Oh yeah. Especially when I said, "Let's get out of here," and the other you said, "No, today's a good day to flarg or something," and then you ran over there and just got cut in half, and I was like, "Oh,
A good day to die?
no, I don't." I think that's copyrighted, but
Kill me.
yeah, no. So basically, what you're telling me is you're all still you, but you're alive, but also Jovac's alive.
My Jovac is very much alive, yes.
Oh,
The one we killed is still dead.
oh
Yes.
wait, the Jovac, does he have?
We
And,
don't.
and Flinch points at his mechanical eye.
How does that work?
Ours traveling around does, yes.
Oh,
Obviously the one that is alive. I believe that you acquired one of yours off of his corpse. if I'm
yeah,
correct.
yeah. When he fell and the place was falling apart, I did what I do best.
You still shit.
I scrounged.
Ah, yes.
I'm a scrounger.
Scrounge. My apologies. I didn't mean to be so offensive.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so,
Why didn't you ever try and leave the planet in those 2 years?
well, I mean, me and Tim did try to fly for the first couple of years. The ship... Okay, no, the ship's too messed up. I couldn't...
It's quite banged up.
Yeah, but
So you've been stranded here.
Well, a bunch of ships have been showing up lately. If we scrounge some parts, we could totally get the ship up and going again.
What are they doing?
Stuff.
Yeah.
You've
I
been,
don't know what. They've been messing with the temple, I
They've been going to other temples. They haven't come to this one yet, thank goodness.
There are other
there's
temples?
other, yeah.
Well,
There's
yeah.
all kinds of architecture all over the place.
Yeah, this place is
We just try and stay low.
Robust.
There's a giant creature roaming around that I feel like if it saw me, it wouldn't even notice if it stepped on me.
Yeah, there's some stuff. But we just been hiding out, eating, having fun.
Smoking some plants.
Oh, yes, that's been a thing.
Oh,
So this is just like, what, planet Jamaica or what?
Where? No, we just, we've been surviving.
Cool.
And you guys have been out getting younger. We're here getting older, eating dirt. Seems like you guys in the time
Did you
walnut-
actually eat dirt?
We don't talk about that time.
No, we don't. The brown days.
That's
Even Greg gets grossed out. I love it.
Tim just looks
It
catatonic
took a
for a
while
second.
for it to find out what was edible.
what? Okay. Other than the culinary masterpieces you've been coming up with here, what have you noticed? What is the temple like? Is it the same as when we left?
We can't. I can. The place where we walked through and stuff to go in there. Geez, years ago. You remember that place?
Yeah.
Little
Yeah, it
Miss
was
2 days ago. You remember that?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's funny.
Yeah, there's a door that was open when we first came through, but it's closed, and I couldn't get it open.
I look at Farah.
Yeah, it's got this big hole in it, like a big recess, and I can't. There's
Like the size of a basketball?
Do I notice that Cliptic is carrying?
Cliptic is carrying something that looks to be about the size of the hole.
So Flish just points at what Cliptic's holding. Yeah, the Cliptic's ball of goo. Yeah, it's around that size. I think.
It's not goo, but
It
that's
looks like goo.
that's a start. And I'm going to start walking towards where
What
the
do you mean
door
it
is.
looks like goo? It's hard.
But isn't it colorful?
It does have flowing chromatic energy around it, or chronometric energy around it, yeah.
Goo.
If you poked it, it's solid, but
Yeah.
you don't need to poke it.
Hey.
I'm going to start
like goo.
walking towards this because
Whoa, I wouldn't go in there. I mean,
What's in there?
bad stuff. Like places we've already been and doors that are closed.
I hold up my machine gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's actually in there?
Nothing.
Can I insight check this
well, if
guy?
it's nothing, then we're not worrying about it.
Sure, roll an insight
Is it
check.
insight? No, a sense motive?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that one.
They couldn't get in. The door was locked. We're going to unlock the door.
Only 9.
Yeah, roll it. Well, that's how much you roll? He seems to be telling the truth. There's nothing but a closed door in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to, as I'm going to start following Cliptic.
Do you have a ship?
Yeah, you're leaving with us. If you
We
want to
need
leave
to-
with us, I mean, this place,
Yeah.
if you seem to be having fun.
Let's turn around and let's leave.
We need to get that egg in there. If
Egg.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't had eggs in so long.
No. And I'm just going to hear that in the back and be like, not this one.
Flinch, head back to the ship. Tex will make you something.
We could definitely share that egg.
I'd feel badly.
Tim?
Although,
What's in there?
oh,
door.
Tim, Tim, if you wouldn't mind. Apparently, their ship is over that way, and they have eggs.
I'm on it.
I'm gonna
And-
grab Tim by the cuff of his neck and be
no
like,
way.
"What's in there, Tim?"
Eggs, Tim, eggs.
I want the eggs. Roll it.
You can talk.
Intimidate?
You can
Intimidation,
talk
yes.
to him after.
Yeah, but he's a halfling who hasn't had eggs in a long
That
time.
it'll be a 22.
Okay, that's enough to supersede the halfling's desire for eggs. He goes, "There's a closed door in the temple. A closed door. A door that's closed.
What else, Tim?
A lot of rocks, some vines, terror, pain.
Yeah, I don't let Tim in there.
It's sadness,
He gets squirrely.
lonely.
Being civilized and all.
He gets squirrely? Him?
Yeah.
Not
me.
you?
No,
You're totally upstanding and mentally stable right now?
I'm awesome. God.
We need to go to
You're
that
the guy
temple.
who came. You're the people who came down here with a perfectly good egg that you're not going to eat. I mean, Laurel, you should be on my side here.
He has a
This
point,
is quite
but
questionable behavior, to be totally honest, and I've been eating plants for God knows how long.
Well, we
you
got a
followed
shadow panther thing to eat
I'm
now.
very excited for this, actually.
Why don't we bring the Shadow Panther into the temple so we can get this egg
Are
in
you
there?
crazy?
nah, put the
have a kitchen on
put
the
the
ship.
leopard on the ship. Tim, put the leopard on the ship.
Which ship?
Oh, I bet if you go over to the other ship, you'll get some eggs and like a little cart that floats or something.
If we let
And
them
then you
on
can
the
come get
ship,
the- oh,
they're
Shadow
going
Panther's
to take
delicious.
the ship and leave.
Tex won't let him take the ship.
I'm gonna come with you guys. I mean, I want to see what the delicious egg does.
Which
Yep.
ship am I going to?
Oh,
Our ship.
the good ship.
Yeah.
Our home is gone, Tim.
It is. Since when? I thought it was fine.
We're
I mean,
we're leaving this place.
oh, I'm
Yeah.
alright with this plan.
Yeah.
Take the leopard.
I'm just after walking X amount of yards. I'm assuming there's still stairs for the
Oh, hey,
temple.
you left by yourself?
Yeah.
I plunked myself down on the stairs and just looked dead ahead, waiting for everybody
So-
else to catch up.
We're gonna skip over to Cliptic because Cliptic's by himself.
Shouldn't have left.
There's
was gonna
as
follow,
you're
but the conversation
traveling,
was so
you can just
interesting.
hear the bickering from behind you,
Yeah.
and eventually the bickering dissipates.
Okay.
And you can just hear the wildlife of the planet,
Yep.
and then you can hear
Okay.
a couple of creatures roaming around you. I need you to roll. Well, are you? How do you want to do? What's your immediate reaction?
Probably to stop and listen.
Roll a perception check.
Oh crap. Here we
We
go.
perceive you dying.
Oh, 23.
Perfect. They're right behind you. What do you do?
Run!
Athletics check, please.
Shit. Please be high. Please be high. 17.
Perfect. That does not exceed a 24. As you begin running your tiny little insect legs, you can feel the thumping of like quadrupeds behind you.
Okay.
Until suddenly half of them disappear, and you feel the impact of feet behind you, and you're plunged to the ground as something has pounced on top of you.
Okay.
What's your KAC?
11?
11. Well, a natural 20 will hit you.
Oh God.
You're going to
The
be
level
dealt
1 character?
Too much.
The level
5
1
points
magic
of
user?
damage.
That's stamina, right? That
Oh, sorry, not 5 points. It's just plunging you down. Okay, so 4 points damage. It'll go through stamina first, correct? As you just face plant into it. I need you.
Okay.
I need you to roll a reflex saving throw for the egg.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Wait, hold on. I messed up.
Why? But you rolled a 20.
No, I didn't roll a 20. I rolled. What did I
Well,
roll?
grab the 20 and roll the 20.
20. Wait, it's my reflex saving. So that would be 19.
19? Okay. So at the very last minute, you've got this egg on your chest and you're knocked forward flat on the ground. You are able to get the egg out above your head and you land and keep the egg above the air.
Okay.
But now the egg is fully exposed. You can hear whatever's on top of you thinking about it, and it goes to lunge for the egg. I need you and it to now roll initiative.
Do we hear this?
12?
No, you guys are all bickering. 12? Cool. You go first?
I'm going to throw.
The egg.
No. Fuck off. I'm actually going to do the energy ray. The spell.
Okay, sweet.
So. Cast the spell, choose acid, cold, electricity, or fire. I'm going to choose acid.
Okay.
You fire a ray at the target. You must make a ranged attack against its AC.
All right, so you got that formula for your ranged attack. Roll that.
Is that right? 9?
9 total.
Yeah.
So you get up and you kind of shoot this blast out, and the panther kind of ducks down. It goes over its head, and now you can see that there's 2 of them ready to pounce on you. What do you want to do movement-wise?
Can I get away?
You can just start running, absolutely.
With the egg.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run.
And it fires. Like, oh god, I missed it.
Yeah, basically that's my go-to.
All right. The two of them begin barking. Now, at this point, the lot of you can hear. You hear this spectral blast happening from the woods, and then you can hear a couple of growls.
I'm gonna go after it.
Yeah, that's the way the clip
I'll
went,
clip
right?
it!
Okay, so Laura runs into the woods.
Yep,
Anybody
run,
else, anybody else doing?
Yeah, run alongside.
Diantha goes with. Farrah goes. Shit. Farrah runs after as well. What are you gonna do there, Flinch?
Tim's still there, right?
Yeah, Tim's just kind of standing there, kind of holding onto the legs of the panther that's 3 times his size.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. So I'm not gonna run this round because I'm gonna be talking to Tim.
Oh, okay.
You're like, yeah, Tim. Don't worry about the panther, man.
Well,
I'm sure there's food on the ship. We'll see if we can find another way to get it there, but be careful going over there, will you? Panthers are
Yes.
around. I'll make enough noise over here. There's enough noise being made here that it's drawing them away from you. So just take your time, get over there.
he taps his nose. I gotcha. All right, I'll meet you there. And he boogies on over to the ship.
And then Flinch will turn and walk in the direction of the noise.
All right, so everybody but Flinch roll initiative.
Yeah.
Including me or no?
Your initiative's already been rolled,
Yep.
so they're going to just join in on the
I'm
initiative.
assuming Greg doesn't need one.
Well, Greg's on my...
He's
Yeah.
a baby on Flinch's
Yeah,
back.
you're with Flinch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Time's here. Okay. So what did Diantha roll?
16.
16. What did Laurel roll?
9.
That was... Okay. As the Panthers rolled really like natural 1 on their initiative,
Oh,
we're now starting
wait.
this new initiative order. Oh, yeah.
If I... Can I... Oh, that I would have... For the running, how far away are they?
Well, on your turn, we can go with that.
Okay.
So now we're going to go to the... You guys are far away.
Yeah.
So you guys have to
Okay.
get into that. So, top of this order, Cliptech. You're at the top of the order. You basically got, because they rolled so badly, you essentially got what was like a surprise round. So you got a reactionary round, and then you ran off into the woods.
Oh,
They're now
okay.
chasing after you.
Am I going back into the woods? I was heading towards the temple.
Well, you were surrounded completely by woods. So you picked a direction that you think
Oh,
is the
I
one
just
you want to, and you went.
arbitrarily ran. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
You ran towards the direction you were already headed.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm just gonna continue running if that's
Full turn?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so I think your base movement speed is 30?
Base movement is
Should be 30. It's either that or 25.
It should say right there.
Oh yeah, 30 feet. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
So you run at 60 feet, just...
Yeah, good. With the egg, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Diantha.
How?
White Sea. Yeah, with your base movement speed, if you're just running, you don't quite see anything yet.
I will keep running.
Okay. At your full movement speed, you can see about 20 feet ahead of you through the thick brush that there is some movement and 2 or 4, I guess, 2 pairs, so 4 of these like spectral tails kind of flickering out from those panthers that you saw earlier.
I will take out my needler pistol and shoot one of them.
Sure. Needler, that does kinetic, right?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't have anything otherwise written. That will be a 16 to hit.
That is a heat.
Wow. Okay.
Thank
you. And then I had +1 because I'm level 1.
To damage.
No, it's range.
Only if you have weapon specialization.
Which I don't know if I have at level 1, so I'll just say 3. 3
Yeah,
points
so
damage.
it's just 3 points damage? Okay.
You're level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
don't have that.
you strike back the panther, the one you shoot stops and looks back at you, and the other one keeps on going. Laurel, you watch as Diantha shoots one, and the other one is continuing chasing who you assume to be Cliptic.
Do I have line of sight on any of my enemies?
You have a line of sight of both panthers.
I'm charging it.
Okay. The one that I'm assuming that's still running after Cliptic?
Yep.
Okay. So how does that work?
I get to move. It's my full action.
Okay.
I move at double speed.
Okay, I'll make it.
which is 80 feet because my speed is 40,
Holy shit.
and I get to do a melee attack at the end.
Okay, go for it.
And I can draw my weapon while charging.
Yep.
So I'm going to slice at it with the Dashko, which is it's a melee attack. So attack.
Sing's having stomach problems.
That is a 28.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I need a D10. That's a D8. Here we go. It's that's 13
13 damage?
damage.
Okay. So you just run on up and
And
just...
is there more than one panther around?
Yes.
So I'm also going to use my cleave feat, which lets me get an additional melee if the first one hits.
Okay, roll another melee
And it has
hit.
to be on two separate enemies, so I'm gonna.
I would
slice
say
it together
because this
enemy
is all
too.
kind of happening at the same time, you are within range of both. Like the other one kept on running, but they were running in tandem, and one stopped and turned. So you were able to run
Just
up to
gonna-
one, clobber it, make another attack there, please. Wait, cleave. I think it automatically. It would automatically hit. We should roll again. You need to roll again.
I think I have to roll again. But either way, I rolled a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
And so the second hit is a 20.
Damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you.
Using a Dashko, man.
So, Diantha, you shoot the first one, it kind of like turns around and whips at you, and then, like a semi truck, this massive hulking mass of muscle just boom, 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 runs past you, just gores the first one. It's still standing, and it kind of like turns around as if to try and prepare to defend itself, but you just see its side is all burned to crap and kind of split apart. And then as she continues the arc, she spins around and splits the other one right in half, right down the middle. Just the one you shot, Diantha, is done.
Oh my god.
Okay. The Panther singular gets to go. It is going to attempt to run away.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
Laurel, you get an attack of opportunity on as it is running away from you after you were stabbing it.
I don't want to use all of the charges on this Dashko because it uses 2 charges per hit. So I'm gonna hit it with my tail.
Okay, roll a KC attack.
So that's, I guess it's a melee attack.
That 40 charges I put in your thing there, Dr. Charles.
Ooh. You give me 40 charges?
No, that's not for that was I was talking to somebody else.
Oh, okay, I see. 14.
14? That for KC? That does hit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then the damage with my tail is. I think it's just 5.
Just 5?
5 damage.
And as it goes to whip away, how do you want to kill the last thing with your tail? It has like 2 HP left.
I'm gonna hit it like a baseball bat so that it whacks against a tree and just.
Oh my
slumps down.
god. I have to bring something up about Vesk.
Oh.
It actually, all Vesk are always considered earned.
Yep.
You deal 1d3 lethal damage with any attack from your body. Naturally, you also get to add 1.5 times your strength modifier.
1.5?
So technically, it's 1d3 plus 6. You also get so it's 1d3 plus 6 damage.
Well, your strength is 5.
No, my
How do
strength
you
is
roll
4.
1d?
4, so then
Yeah.
yes, that's 6, yeah.
Plus 6.
So roll a d6. On a 1 and a 2, it's 1. 3 and a 4 is 2. 5 and a 6 is
3.
So 9.
So 9. So
Lethal.
you Cliptic as you're running. Actually, I'll tell
I
you from
shouldn't have used
Deanth,
the Dashko. I should have just tackled the thing.
from Diantha's
I should've just punched
perspective. As the last one runs away, Laurel just turns off the Dashko, and you feel the impact of the tail as it hits the panther, and it smashes into a tree, falls on the ground, and doesn't move.
Ouch. Good lord.
That was quick.
I felt that. Ow.
and I actually, in character, say that I look down, I look at my Dashka and go, shouldn't have lit it. Should have just punched it.
Greg is still
And I
asleep.
just strapped my Dashka to my back.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You can hear Cliptic rustling through the trees and running forward still. I guess by this point, that's the end of that initiative round. Once the battle has concluded, Flinch, you kind of just waltz on up and see 2 dead Shadow Panthers. And
Oh, Laurel. How I've missed you. Where'd Cliptic go?
Yeah, where did you go?
are you screaming as you're running?
I'm probably just
Oh,
probably.
you hear it.
I'll get her.
So you all run after Cliptic?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cliptic!
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, light jog.
Cliptic, as you're
A
running,
saunter.
as the last bit of brush kind of opens up, you almost come face first, just splat. Nearly, you stop before actually making facial front contact with this ship. You recognize it is the one that you had crash landed in when you first arrived here. It seems more or less intact, but however very overgrown with vines, as if the planet's trying to like pull it into the ground. But it seems space worthy beyond that.
Is
And
it
then-
open?
Yeah,
Like I can enter it?
you could enter it.
I'm going to assume the pantlers are still coming after me, so I'm going to run into it and hide somewhere.
All right, roll a
Yeah.
stealth check.
18.
18. So you go on in there and you're in the cargo bay. There's a bunch of crates all knocked over and things like that. You find yourself like a little Nezzle hiding behind a couple crates.
Yep.
Rest of you guys, you all pop on out through the bushes. You see now you two have seen the ship. This is the ship that you've been living in for a long enough time here, Flinch. Yeah, you don't see Cliptic anywhere.
Where'd he go?
Cliptic? They're all gone.
I turned to Flinch. I was like, where would be a little bug hide in your ship?
Oh, almost anywhere, I suppose.
Oh dear.
I mean,
Do I hear
better
them?
not go in my room.
You can hear this entire conversation, yeah.
I hear that entire
Yeah.
conversation? I'm just going to, yell out, are they gone?
No, we're still here. Oh, I mean, you mean the Panthers.
Yeah, Laurel killed them all.
Obviously.
I'm going to come out from my hiding place outside of the ship.
You're all back together again?
Don't run off with that thing.
All right.
It looks delicious.
You alright?
We need to go to
I'm
the
fine.
You're
thank
not eating the egg.
Oh, okay, dead lady. God.
Well,
Hey, did Dex have more charges for this thing in there?
What?
Uh,
Charges. Well, how many charges is left in it?
8.
8. Oh. And you see me go to a satchel that's sort of hanging from my side. And he's just rummaging around. And when Flinch is rummaging around, you see like these weird pair of goggles flip out of view, in and out. You see like a data pad, a cred stick, and it's just all, ugh. And I haul out a Dashko power pack, I guess it is.
It's like a box of 40 charges.
Yes. It's been useless to me.
Where'd you get all that stuff?
Get what?
Where'd
Plug
you
it
get
in.
all that stuff that you have? You didn't have that when we left you.
It's been years since
know,
you
but-
left me.
But this is not.
Years.
There's no one on this planet besides you, right?
Roll a perception check with a -2.
I'm not really trying to be deceptive. I'm just upset.
No, this isn't. It's just to see if she recognizes.
Yeah.
6.
Could have pilfered it off of a 7 person while they're here. It's hard to tell.
Flinch finds stuff, and
Yeah.
we saw that ship fighting the thing.
Yeah, this is that thing I took off, the one who killed that one. This is Jovac's bag, fancy guy
Like shaking
bag.
her head.
Yeah,
Nice. I hold up my hand for like fist bump.
I hit it.
While they're doing that, you're going to see 2 little green feet just kind of like come up like they're sticking up here. And this is because Greg is now hanging upside down on his back, reaching into said satchel.
Yeah.
I didn't think a baby could be so destructive.
You didn't?
I'll just
I've
pull out
never seen
something
a baby
random.
before.
Fair.
There is other stuff in there too, but
and
those
start
are the
chewing on it.
notable things.
I'll just pull it and start chewing on it.
Babies are just
you
like
can decide what it
crying
is.
sacks.
Yeah, I'm fine with it too, man.
Okay.
What are some things that... What would be in Jobek's purse?
Okay. You pull out a pair of goggles. You start gnawing on the goggles.
All right, I'm chewing on some goggles.
Just let me know if I have a chance to notice. That's all.
Well, I mean, you would notice.
Okay.
You're not intentionally being stealthy.
No,
but-
I'm not. I'm just...
Okay, so I hear it and I'm like, oh, get that out of your mouth. Get it out.
Yeah. If there's no stealth checks being made, you're noticing what Greg's doing.
And I just reach back and like, get that out of your mouth, Greg. It's okay, Greg. You want to chew on something? Yeah, I don't know. I suppose we could find something.
And is he...
On the ship, can I find... Was there an old ancient gravy rag left on the ship?
A 5-year-old
How
gravy
moldy would it
rag.
be?
Yes.
But is it like moldy or is it just dried and crinkly?
When you move it, normally when you pick up a cloth, it
turns to dust.
It turns to cloth moves. It's one solid. You're like, oh, here's a cloth, and you hear snapping and cracking, and you pull it off the counter, and it's
crack.
it doesn't move. It's like one solid shape of whatever bundle it was left in, but there's gravy on it.
Okay, cool. And so Flint
so
sort of looks at it and is like, Flint sort of looks at it and then looks at Greg and just sort of tries to ball it into a ball and then spits on it. Like fills up his cheek pouch and spits on it to try to
Roll crafts roll.
So gross.
Would that be considered engineering?
Profession.
No, I
No
don't have
profession craft.
I think I have some
crafting.
protein
I didn't
bars.
need to take it. I'm an engineer.
I know. This I'm treating this more like a crafting check to kind of reanimate a cloth.
I don't even have profession, so you can't
so-
even roll on it if you're untrained.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Can you just roll dexterity on it? Just roll
Or
dexterity.
wisdom or intelligence?
It won't matter.
Well, what'd you get?
2.
Okay. So as you go to maneuver the
miss
cloth,
it?
you actually
On the ground.
snap the cloth into 2 pieces. And then you start like spitting on it and narrowing it down. So now you got like 2 smaller cloths.
Greg's looking at you unimpressed. He opens his mouth and points at it, and you can see little baby teeth starting to come up. They're pointy, though. They're not like normal teeth. They're pointy teeth.
I just wanted to get it wet.
I'll pull up.
Yeah.
I think I probably have that box of protein bars.
He's teething now.
Oh no.
Once your cloths, you start giving them.
Yeah.
They're becoming malleable.
Okay,
Yeah.
he stuffs
have
one into one
something to
cheek and the other in the other cheek, and then gets in the satchel. And he just sticks his head out. You know, like when you see kittens in someone's pocket.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And he's just going, like, you know, with the balls in his
He's
cheeks.
occupied.
Yeah.
So I turn, unlike everyone else, I'm not putting Greg protected behind me. I'm turning Greg to my front so I can always see what he's doing.
Yeah.
How much stamina does Greg have right now?
It's not on the sheet, so I mean, like,
Oh, probably like 2.
not a lot.
So you basically have what equates to be 2 additional temporary stamina points while Greg is on your chest.
Oh my god!
That's fine.
Using a baby as a body shield?
I'm not using it as a body shield.
Listen, didn't you think about doing that when this whole thing started?
No, I thought
Listen.
you said that as a deterrent.
Listen.
So you wouldn't shoot a baby.
Listen.
Baby goblin.
Look. Greg would understand. I'll do whatever I can to protect him.
Realistically,
Look,
that's what would
Greg
happen.
chose to be a baby, by the way. He had the opportunity to be an adult.
Who wouldn't want to be a baby?
I don't
People
know.
wiping your bum all day? My God, woman.
See, I just thought he liked being carried.
No, it's the bum. Guaranteed.
I think
He was
we
having
have
he was-
pressing matters
Listen,
at hand.
Cliptic, I need to get this out. I need to get this out. Greg was having digestive problems. I don't know if the rest of you do it. I do, because I care. And being a baby's gonna help clean him out. It's just goblin poop. It's a good lubricant for engines.
Excuse me. What?
A lot of things start to make sense now.
You've been using Greg's poop as like engine lube?
What else are you gonna do with it?
At this point, Ecliptic, who's been very very proper all of this time, is going to use his mating hands to hold the egg, which is a very bad Sheeran etiquette thing, but is going to start walking towards him with the two arms in the air like this, like he's given up on life. And is going to start walking again.
Just arms up.
I'm
out.
Yeah, okay. As Cliptic says even, okay, fair enough. We can all discuss about this stuff later. You youngins.
I don't want to discuss that anymore.
I don't ever want this
I don't want to
anymore.
talk about that. Let's just maybe pretend that never. We don't.
Let's follow
I
Cliptic.
kind of like pat you on the head.
I'm
Like,
going to start following Cliptic.
when you're older, you'll understand.
Oh, get off me!
All right.
I've gone through puberty.
Flinch chuckles.
Nothing's changed. So as you guys go on the other side of the ship, you can see that it is like nose first, just into the stone staircase. But you can easily walk around it and get on up there. And as you head up towards the staircase, it's a pretty easy, straight path just to get up the stairs and towards the temple door into the main that opening chamber. Once you get up the staircase, you can continue to see the fighting that's going on as this large stone being... Now, they're far enough away that it's hard to tell the size of it compared to what it's fighting, but you can see flashes of red and blue energy light in with the trees as if something is being shot at this stone sphinx.
The stone sphinx is animate? Like it's...
Is moving and is
Has
chasing
a
them.
head.
No.
It doesn't have a head?
No, and Flinch, you have seen this while you've been here, and you just opted to avoid it. This is a kale core. This is a massive. It's a quadruped, as in that it has four almost human-like two human-like arms at its forefront, and then two feline-like legs at its back, and it has massive wings. But where its head should be, you do see like these animated vines moving around and what looks like a holographic projection of the planet for its head.
Whoa.
As it's roaming around and trying to stamp out whoever is beneath it.
So it wasn't beheaded when we first saw it. It just was like anti-magicked or whatever, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
it's
it
a
called?
drain. Kale
Anti-magic. God. Flinch is just being a dick. He's just like, yeah.
Well, how would you describe it, Ratman?
Wow. Oh, God, there's nothing to make fun of you now because your face is fine. Oh, you got me there, pretty lady.
Thank you.
Son of a bitch.
By the way, what are you doing? I'm going to change the topic because your birds hurt me. What are you doing with the egg, though?
Well, you said there was an indentation in the wall that it would fit in. I'm assuming we'd fit it in the wall.
We're
Yeah, but
trying,
why?
We're trying to hatch it.
It's a dragon.
You mean like those dragons in space that tried to kill us?
Exactly.
But
No,
it's
the
a
one that
friend-
didn't kill us.
It's a friendly dragon. It's a time dragon. From
How
what
do you
I
know it's
understand.
friendly if it hasn't been born yet?
She said so. No, wait. The dragon said so.
Pharaoh's like, I didn't say shit.
Which dragon?
We talked to these two gigantic dragons that essentially told us that to fix time for us, we had to do this. That's what they told us, right? Essentially.
Yeah, sounds plausible.
Something like that.
Two ancient creatures who shouldn't really care about us told us to go hatch one of their eggs. Yeah, is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, if there's anyone that's going to be able to put us back into our timeline, it's the time dragon.
Our timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's this timeline, right?
No, we're not in our timeline. That's why Jovak is here.
Well, Jovak's dead.
When we were
Not
leaving.
here. Not in this timeline.
Well, no, maybe. Because this might be a different timeline altogether.
Well, this planet hasn't changed. So if this hasn't changed...
But it's a jungle. When we left, it wasn't a jungle.
Oh. That might have been happening
And
before
also-
the brown years.
And
Is this-
remember when we showed up, there was the sun being eaten by a black hole. Do you see a black hole?
There are in fact two suns.
And the planet was also falling apart when we left. It's all together right now.
So it's basically guesswork, and we're going to wake up a time dragon who's going to put you guys back in timeline. But what does that do to me and Tim?
Well, you're coming with us. I
Yeah,
would
but
imagine.
I didn't change timelines.
But I think you might have. Just because this planet acts as like a giant one of the time walnuts, right?
The
So you wouldn't
time
have
walnuts.
you wouldn't have had to worry about aging like we did, or de-aging.
Why walnut?
Because it looks like a walnut. Have you seen a walnut before?
Farrah kind of mumbles under her breath, well, because amygdaloid means walnut.
See, I was just thinking that the dragon would help us kill more Zhovaks.
Kill more, plural.
Yeah,
We don't want to fight that guy again. He had a jetpack, and he was a dick.
but if we had a dragon,
Yeah.
then that would help.
I think that
Till he killed it, or turned it, or started riding around, and... The man... Come on, listen. Oh. How old is the Jovak in this timeline?
he's older.
Older.
For some reason, even though we're
who
back
you're talking
in time.
about. The Jovak of this timeline, at this particular moment, is probably really young. He's just
So
a
he's easy to
lieutenant.
kill.
He was just a pilot. Well,
But there's
also fairly innocent, comparatively speaking. Our Jovak, the one that actually caused all of this to currently happen, still exists, and he's older.
And he's from a whole different timeline altogether.
He's from where we're from, yes.
Oh, so when we fix this, you're going to go back to where you came from and go back to being dead here, right? Because you can only fix what... I mean, are you mixing the timelines? Or are
think
you
the-
creating separate timelines?
I would like to think that I'm going to stay alive.
I think
I
the
don't know
goal
about
is
that.
to go back to the timeline we're supposed to be in.
I thought the
Yeah, but
goal
what
was to
about
go to
the-
her timeline and kill the original Zhovak.
Original Jovak is, well, he's around. You'll have
Well-
to travel around to find him, but I assume that he's here in this timeline somewhere.
Okay, right
He had to
now.
talk to his younger self.
Right now, we're standing here in the open. Fighting is happening over there. I'm holding an egg. I really want to get this in the temple and get to the next step, whichever that is.
Okay, let's go find the temple.
No, that's right here.
Great, let's go inside the temple.
Yes.
Can we
Okay.
sneak in and try not to
Well,
deal with that?
As soon as you say, let's go into the temple, you turn and look, and it's just this big open door. Just this thing. You just walk right on into this main chamber.
That seems suspicious.
I walk right
Totally
in.
suspicious.
Can I?
You run in.
I don't run.
Laurel just...
Can I?
I just start walking.
I'm
assuming
following
Cliff is
suit,
behind
yeah.
me.
Can I roll like a check to see if there's a trap or something?
Sure.
What is that?
Is there an investigation skill? If not, perception.
There is I think, just perception. I think. Okay.
Roll me a
This is
perception.
the wrong sheet. The correct one. I have worse stats. 12.
The doorway looks really big, really stony. As you look on in, there's not a lot of light except for the natural light coming in through some of the there's open window areas to allow for natural light inside the temple itself. But so looking around pillars. So as everyone's kind of stepping on through, you're like cautiously looking around pillars, underneath things. Dead set that something's going to try and kill you, and you hear something chattering to the left. You look, and there's like a weird mouse with 5 legs that...
Why do you have 5 legs?
And then
It's
it
an
runs
odd
off.
number. No, wait.
Wait. Leave him alone. He's earned the right to live in the temple.
I don't.
Okay.
And I salute. I turn and salute the mouse with the 5 legs.
The mouse turns around and stands up, and its tail kind of like waves, and you're all like, but you see it.
Where's
you
the fifth
flinch, see
leg?
it.
Yeah, as I salute, and one single tear falls
When I
You
see
see it as a salute.
Oh, the
yes.
great unrestful month.
when I see Flinch salute, I also kind of like do a sort of half
Where's
salute, but
the
really
fifth leg?
confused.
That's very
As you
rude.
stare at this thing confused, you realize that
Very
it wasn't
rude.
actually a 5th leg. It's that it had a nose that looked like it had fingers, and when it stands up, it closes up, and then when it goes down, it opens back up again. It goes on the ground, and it's
Wait, I
like
was
sniffing the
thinking
ground.
something else.
No.
No, you sick creature.
But like
you.
one tear, just like it's from the unrestful month.
What was that? Was that the month you ate dirt?
No, that was the brown tax.
It's an entire saga. It's great.
There could be a whole podcast just of this. Of those
Just the
years.
adventures of Flinch and Tim.
The nightmares, nightmare fuel.
Yes.
Okay.
So some bad stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I go in behind everyone. I'll let everyone else go in first.
There's
I'll
a
walk alongside you at that.
Baby Greg wants to walk now, too.
Okay. And I'm gonna, as you look up, I'm gonna take you out.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you never took anything
Okay.
off of me.
That's fine.
Lay you down and hold your hand. As we start lifting it.
Oh, that's
actually kinda
adorable.
cute.
While you're holding Greg's hand, your movement speed is 5 feet per turn, unless he is picked up.
Hey, Greg, do you want to walk? Or do you want to be picked up?
We do that thing where each of us holds a hand and like swings.
Yes!
Now the 3 of you move at 10 feet per turn.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, if you start running, obviously you pick him up. But like, if you're letting him do his feet thing, you're moving at a slower pace, which is narrative. It's not really
As
consequential.
long as Laurel and Clipper do not go out of sight. If they're going to go out of sight.
There's no turns or anything. Like you can see the door that they're headed to in this chamber. So while these two are dealing with Greg, Cliptic and Laurel, the 2 of you reach the door, and you see that, yeah, sure enough, just like how you were here before, this door was, or at least the equivalent of this door in the arm that you had entered through previously, was opened. And you do recall seeing 2 half semi-spherical basins on the recessed doors, and this door is closed, and there is a semi-spherical basin in the door that looks like the egg could fit.
I'm just going to hold it out and be like, are we ready to do this? I'm going to look at Laurel.
Let's do this.
Okay.
You got to say something cool.
Like what?
I don't know. Clipper.
Oh, Greg can't talk.
What was that, Greg?
I was gonna say, let's crack this case.
Oh.
Never mind.
That's not you.
Clipper, say something.
By the way, speaking of Greg, I just realized that his base speed that he was given Baby Greg is 40. I'm assuming that wasn't intentional.
That's when Laurel throws you.
I was gonna say, it's like,
All right.
I suppose as a baby you would have a third of that. That's your
Right.
normal goblin
Yeah, it
speed.
is.
If you were a normal goblin,
So like 12 feet.
you're an infant
13?
goblin.
Yeah,
I
my
now
legs
want
are very
to
short.
throw Greg at an enemy.
No, just up in
Like
the
teeth
air.
first.
I was gonna say you should. You know how much damage that would
Would be
do.
awesome.
I'm
This
just
would
going to
Genesis be
shake
piercing.
my head at Flinch, and I'm going to just place the egg in place because I can't think of anything cool.
As it slots in before the GM says something cool, all you can hear as soon as you're just about slot in is Switch go like, oh, such a wasted opportunity.
And as that's such a waste opportunity, the rings and the glyphs around the circle begin to glow, and they fill up the rest of the door. And as you can hear gears shifting and turning, and stones moving and unlatching, until finally the door begins to separate and pull open, and dust kind of comes on down, as if this has not opened in a very long time. And as it opens, the egg remains in place. As the door separates and the basin splits, the egg stays where you had left it, as if suspended in air, similar to how it was suspended in your cargo bay. And the door opens, revealing the almost nearly identical room as what you had seen before. This 2-tiered library with a this plexiglass or see-through membrane of a chamber with an opening. Whereas before, when you came through, there was no way down into that lower chamber. Here, instead of a basin where a spherical object would go to open or to access it, there is now an opening, like a doorway, and a staircase that goes down into that basin, or into that little chamber. In the floor leading into that down towards the stairs, in the floor right before you start going down the stairs, you can see, if you were to hazard a guess, whatever that pedestal used to be is actually receded into the floor. And there's another pedestal looking identical to it down in the center of the chamber downstairs.
Is there anything on that pedestal?
Just actually, in the pedestal in the room, there looks to be a small purple orb matching the little walnuts that you have in the pedestal in the center of that chamber. Thank you for listening to this Twisted Gear Studios production. Again, if you're a fan, please feel free to hit that Ko-fi button and send us a coffee. It really does help. And let us know on our socials if there's anything else you'd like to see from us. With enough support, we'd love to bring more things to you with more shows, more frequent posts, possibly even merch. Until then, the next episode of Spacers will air Tuesday, October 13th, and our next episode of The Call, GM'd by Derek Snow, Tuesday, October 6th.
The game system used today was the Starfinder game system by Paizo. Music, sound effects, and ambient tracks in this episode licensed through Video Copilot, Triune Films, Sirenscape, and Artlist. You can find all of Twisted Gears' podcasts on YouTube, Google Play, Apple Music, and Spotify. Please like and follow Twisted Gear Studios Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at The Twisted Gear. Your players this evening were Derek Snow, Janessa Coles, Lindsay Delansky, Elizabeth Wells, and Bailey Yarkey. I was your host and GM, Zach Barrett. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.